surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger. Maintain your current approach. Meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet and wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Don't let those jerks do your kill. That flank is open. Scout is good. Move now.
Missile.
Right now, missile!
Missile.
Mage 2, locked.
Enemy on your tail! Watch it! Break! Break! We're surrounded! We're bailing out!
Missile. Missile.
I've lost control! If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares.
Missile.
Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They won't show up on the radar. Bandits are in the clouds! It didn't connect.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemies locked on! I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Missile. Missile.
Mage 2, box 2.
Bandit has a lock.
We have him on the run. Don't let up.
He escaped into the clouds. Bandit acquired. Watch your tail. Enemy behind you.
Missile.
Break, Mage 2!
Missile.
Chaff and flares launched.
Missile incoming. Break. That only scratched me up. Continuing with combat.
Missile.
They got me.
Missile.
3 remaining.
Stall warning.
Column 4, box 2.
Missile.
Box 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Watch your chaff and flare supply. Missile launched.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy. They took a bite out of me. Break.
Behind target and ready to
Stall
attack.
warning.
It didn't connect. Bandit acquired. Eject! Missile breaking!
Got it. We can't recover. Target is hit.
We need reinforcements now!
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Missile.
Wait, what the hell?
Missile.
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile.
bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Missile. Missile.
Just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
Break, now!
Missile. Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
I can't get a radar on these bastards. Dodging everything
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys moved down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
bandits are fast as hell.
Golem 3, push 2, pick 'em.
Missile.
Enemy on me.
Missile. Missile.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Mage 1, get your head out of your ass. Stop arguing with the damn drone. They got Mage 2.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Skeleton 1.
Bandits are fast as
About that
hell.
monster.
Just waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
Missile. Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys moved down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
We're up against that thing? God help us. He's hard enough just keeping up with the drone.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
I can't get a lock. Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here?
I'm spiked!
I got his tail in my sight. Mark 2.
Lockdown bandit.
Skeleton 1. Commander. You got me!
Dodging
Damn.
everything I throw at him.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation. Page 2, walking.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
I'm pulling my tail, shaking him. This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile!
Missile.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority. How'd that happen?
What the hell?
news he is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Delta 1. What do you do about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
Missile.
You'll live through this, Trigger.
Find your own target. Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
What's in that thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Missile.
Fast as hell.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Missile.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Missile.
I can't get a lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Golem 4, shake that bandit off your tail.
Delta 1. Commander.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Gotta find a situation.
Enemy on my station.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile. Missile.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Missile coming! What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Come through! I'm breaking off!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Recon incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they'd done this earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Don't think, focus.
Fox 2.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Target is in range of guns.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Going for the loner.
Mage 2, locked.
Enemy on your 6!
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit, SU-30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast! It's like
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an Su-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run! Golem 1, box 2. That's it, baby. Come to Poppy. Not on my watch.
Missile away.
Column and Maid Squadron, help us!
Mage 2
Get those UAVs off of France.
Column and Maid Squadron handling. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Does Maid Squadron still have their hotshot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Column and Mage, we owe you a debt, and we'll pay it.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fortress aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. Scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off. This is getting a little tight.
Maid Squadron, get those things off my ass!
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Stall warning.
Yowza!
Stall warning.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. Get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Main Squadron, withdraw.
clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank right. Mage 2, lower nose, you're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Avoid landing. Mage 2 has crashed. Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway's clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank left. 1,500 to runway. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Nicely done, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.